Discover how thousands of YouTubers are making a full-time income. Go to beatoolboss.com or click the link in the description. So Jake Paul, about a week ago, beat down former NBA basketball player Nate Robinson on the Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones pay-per-view that I had to actually pay for. Okay, I actually had to pay for it. Wasn't no fire stick like that. I paid for it. But anyway, so yeah, like after the fight, I watched the post-fight interview with Jake Paul, right? I know he's a huge YouTuber dude, but I never really followed him. Like, I'm familiar with Logan Paul, the KSI fight they had, but I knew about Jake Paul, but never really paid attention until this fight. But on the post fight, he was calling out people saying who he wanted to fight, and one of the people he said he wanted to fight was Conor McGregor, right? And my initial thought was like, come on, guy, like what are you doing here? Like who are you? You just calling out Conor McGregor? Like, huh? You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of dismissed it. But then I was getting my hair cut at the barber. He said I got a fresh cut. Like I was talking to my barber. We was talking. I'm like, yeah, man, you see that fight? Like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, Jake Paul, he want to fight Conor McGregor. And I'm like, that's whack. And then we were talking about it. And I'm like, more and more we talked about it, the more I was thinking, like, wait a minute. If I was Conor McGregor, I would take that fight. Now, when I thought about it, I'm like, if I'm Conor McGregor, I take that fight. Why? Because I feel like right now, lately, Conor McGregor is on that thing. Like, he wants fights that he think he can win, point blank, period. Right? That's how I feel. I think he's kind of just like that Donald Cerrone fight McGregor had like a year ago, almost a year ago. It was like, come on, okay, whatever. Right? Which he beat him down. He did beat Cowboy down, which is dope. Okay. So, but now you got Conor scheduled to fight with a Dustin Poirier in like a month, right? And then rumors is Conor like, well, he wants to fight Manny Pacquiao after that, because I believe Conor truly feel like maybe I can't beat Mayweather, but I think I could beat Pacquiao and I could get a gang of money, another big payday, right? Another big payday, which is cool, right? I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, I guess. But I personally think Manny Pacquiao will beat McGregor swiftly. Right? Without a doubt. I feel like Manny Pacquiao would beat McGregor. But since McGregor all about the numbers, I got my dog with me. Hey, what are you doing, man? Since McGregor all about numbers and all about fame and eyeballs and attention and, huge paydays, I'm like, apparently this Jake Paul dude is big time when it comes to like social media, when it comes to followers and all that good stuff. It's like Jake Paul, is, to me, that would bring a huge, following. That would get a lot of attention. And I think that fight will be huge. Much bigger than, Pacquiao versus McGregor. Now, will it be bigger than Mayweather versus McGregor too? Probably not. But if you McGregor, think about it. You probably will lose again against Mayweather. It's just like, I mean, at that point, it's like, come on, guy, you got beat twice by Mayweather. But if you fight this Jake Paul, I mean, what's the name? Yeah, Jake Paul, right? Dude, McGregor, you got that. You got that. I can see McGregor piecing up Jake Paul nicely, right? Even boxing. I ain't talking UFC. I'm talking straight like Jake Paul called him out of boxing. I think McGregor will piece up Jake Paul in a boxing match. And I'm saying, I think McGregor knocked dude out. You know what I'm saying? I really believe that. And the cool thing is, if McGregor beat him, he could get all that swagger back. You know what I'm saying? Talk that talk. Then go back to the UFC. I don't want McGregor. Come on, man, with the Pacquiao. Stop. Just stop it. Right? But if you must, go to boxing, I think McGregor should fight Jake Paul. Huge payday. You'll be right back in the super public, back in the mainstream, back in all that stuff. You'll beat him. You know what I'm saying? And then Jake Paul, really, he don't got nothing to lose because he gonna make a ton of money. Then after he get beat down by McGregor, all he gonna do is say at the post fight, be like, "Hey, I'm still young. That's all he gonna say. I'm still young, like, you know, like when I'm 25, when I'm McGregor's age, like, man, I'll even be better. Or he'll say, you know, this was a great learning experience, you know, it's a great learning experience, you know, it's cool. I'll be back, you know, I'll be back, all that. So really, it's a win-win for everybody. So, and people will watch that fight. Let's be real, people watch that fight. So, McGregor, I personally wish you stay in the UFC and just keep fighting UFC. But if you must go to boxing, fight Jake Paul.
I let the chain hang, yeah, I'm tatted up, and I love to cuss, I just don't give a See, I'm just doing me, and you should do you. Yeah, I hear you talking, that's just your point of view. And see, I just don't care, I be like, yeah, I done heard it all, damn, there's haters everywhere, and they keep me motivated.